find your inner strength.
Once we launch my purse line, we'll be on our way to giving the Kardashians a run for their money. I'm gonna shake things up.
A cycle of anger isn't healthy.
I'll be healthy again as soon as I make a couple of cheaters pay for blowing up my life.
There were a number of times when you or a member of your family needed a favor. This is a situation where you owe me one. Have a nice rest of your day.
It sounds like someone deliberately tried to hurt you.
An awkward Dupree showdown, rising suspicion, and unexpected advice shake up Fairmont Crest this week. The Beyond the Gates Spoilers weekly update for March 9th to 13th, 2026 features Hayley and Bill's uncomfortable encounter with the Dupree. That is, after her husband turns to Joey for clarity about his wife's relationship with Sammy. Meanwhile, Kyle doles out some words of wisdom. The missing piece of this puzzle is who he advises. Bill, Timon Kyle Durrett, and Hayley Marquita Goings were at the club to celebrate their first anniversary. But they crossed paths with several interlopers along the way. The most fabulous and stylish interloper was Dani, Karla Mosley, who walked over to their table and began giving the couple a gift. But she ended up taking a pack of tissues out of her purse. Because the first anniversary gift is paper after all. Speaking of which, Bill gave Hayley paper too. Cash money, and they headed over to Joey's casino, where they gambled the night away. Meanwhile, Shanice's aunt turned out to be Dr. Monica McCormick, Iona Morris Jackson, the bigwig oncologist from Houston who was friends with Smitty, Mike Manning, and Martin, Brandon Claiborne. She told Anita, Tamara Tunie, how much she appreciated her going public with her cancer. And she took Ted, Keith D. Robinson, out to lunch, where she grilled him. He seemed to pass her test, however. Anita's latest chemo session was intense. The doctors gave her a powerful chemotherapy drug nicknamed the Red Devil. She had to take precautions because the drug's effects could take a devastating toll on her body. And Kat, Colby Muhammad, suggested that she move in with Naomi. Her cousin let her down gently and felt that she needed to make up with Chelsea, Ronnie Rose Montilla. Nicole, Daphnee Duplaix, had a run-in with Leslie, Trisha Mangrant at Uptown, where Leslie really wanted to talk to Vanessa, Lauren Buglioli, about promoting the free clinic's opening date.
Things didn't go well.
An impromptu pickup game happened at the country club featuring Ted, Isaiah, Lamy, Carlton, Robert Christopher Riley, Kyle, Greg Vaughn, and Andre, Sean Freeman. Carlton and Kyle clashed. And later, Ted sized up Isaiah to see if he was good enough for his daughter. He seemed to pass the test. Eva, Amber Michelle, got advice from Tomas, Alex Alegria. She wanted his perspective on Isaiah squaring off with her dad. Hayley and Bill's anniversary celebration triggered Bill, and he told his wife that he wanted them to resume trying to have a baby. After the pickup game, Kyle called Vanessa, who happened to be sitting with Nicole. He told the real estate agent that he wanted to secure the place she had shown him. Vanessa told Kyle to stay put, and she and Nicole would head over to the club. After Vanessa left the two alone at FCCC, Nicole wanted to know if Kyle decided to plant roots in the DMV for himself or because of her. He said he was up for whatever she wanted, no pressure. Meanwhile, Carlton showed up at the Dupree mansion with gifts for Anita and Vernon, Clifton Davis, hoping to make a good impression. And for some reason, he properly asked Vernon if he could date his daughter. Vernon knew that this was something Carlton had no business doing, that it would upset Nicole if she ever found out, but it gave him a good laugh. Before Carlton arrived, Chelsea got to spend time with her granddad. Bill finally stepped in and made a call that led to Lynette's charges being dropped. And Ashley asked Madison about her Parkinson's Research Fellowship, which would take place right there in D.C. Ashley had overheard Madison talking to Dr. Leah Whitmore, Cecilia Specht, the chief of staff of Garland Memorial Hospital, about it. And she thought it might be great for Grayson's mother. When she told Grayson, he was cool about it. Unlike the last time she tried to do something good for him, A.T. Uptown, Chelsea and Madison, Kenja, witnessed a meeting between Hayley and Randy, Maurice P. Carey. The cousins talked intensely, which made Chelsea want to find out what in the world was going on. Hayley introduced them to Sammy, the man who helped her after she miscarried. She gave some excuse for why their talk was heated. Thursday promises to be a devastating day for Vanessa McBride. Just one day after her daughter's return, Deanna publicly humiliates her mother in a scene that will leave viewers cringing. The nature of the humiliation remains under wraps, but given Deanna's connection to Vanessa's escort service, the possibilities are mortifying. Vanessa will undoubtedly regret having her daughter home, as old wounds are ripped open and secrets threaten to spill into the open. Amidst the drama, there are moments of unexpected pride. Eva finds herself genuinely proud of her mother, Leslie, for reasons that will surprise everyone, including Eva herself. Meanwhile, Kyle steps into the role of wise advisor, dispensing hard truths to someone in need. His words of wisdom may be exactly what the recipient requires, even if they're difficult to hear. The day's biggest shocker, however, belongs to Kat. When she reveals her new living arrangement to Chelsea and Tomas, jaws literally drop. Given Kat's recent search for independence and her tumultuous relationships, this decision could signal a major shift in her life trajectory and potentially bring her closer to someone unexpected. Friday, March 13th. Joey's vulnerability and Grayson's terrifying threat. The week concludes with rare insight into the mysterious Joey Armstrong. In an intimate conversation with Vanessa, Joey opens up about his family, offering glimpses into the experiences that shaped the tough exterior he presents to the world. This vulnerability could either strengthen their connection or complicate it further if Vanessa learns things she wasn't meant to know. Kat and Donnell find themselves comparing notes, potentially uncovering connections that have previously gone unnoticed. Their conversation could have far-reaching implications for multiple storylines. Meanwhile, Martin shares something troubling with grandfather Vernon, whose reaction could determine how the family moves forward. But the most alarming development comes when Grayson receives a direct threat. As Derek and Naomi engage in a serious conversation about Ashley's complicated love life, Grayson's danger escalates, leaving Ashley potentially caught in the crossfire. The question remains, is Ashley in danger because of her connection to Grayson, and who is behind this menacing warning? Looking ahead. As this action-packed week concludes, viewers are left with more questions than answers. Will Bill uncover Hayley's secrets? Can Jacob survive another week undercover? And who is threatening Grayson? One thing is certain. In Fairmont Crest, the drama never stops. Tune in daily to CBS to witness every shocking moment as it unfolds. Smitty spotted Naomi, Ariel Prepetit, at Orphe Jeans. The two mainly talked about Anita, but Smitty knew that Naomi had Jacob on her mind. Meanwhile, Jacob found out he was starting to impress the powers that be in the plasma ring. As a result, his contact gave him a bigger assignment. It would involve an exchange at Garland Memorial. When he was alone, he started panicking a little since Garland is somewhere people know him. He talked it over with Smitty, and he decided to go through with it. In the hospital elevator, the drop-off was made, and the hospital contact walked back out. However, they looked at each other. Jacob discovered that Grayson, Jordi Villasuso, was the hospital employee involved with the ring. At home,